the association of coping style with automatic thoughts, burnout, and self-efficacy in 3 high schools. For an individual, self-efficacy follows a succession of experiences of successfully managing stressors and is at the same time a protective resource against stressors. A low level of self-efficacy can be associated with increased level of stress factors and burnout. Automatic thoughts, maladaptive inflexible cognitive sequences by their persistence can diminish the resistance of adaptation to stressors and can favor their wider manifestation. They can also lead to a decrease in perceived self-efficacy. Through the prism of these considerations, the possibility of mutual interconditioning between burnout, perceived self-efficacy, and automatic thoughts emerges. The coping methods used by workers and the assessment of their association with burnout, automatic thoughts, and self-efficacy are important aspects for cognitive behavior therapy, both for the prevention and treatment of harmful maladaptive manifestations. The employees' perceptions of level of burnout and self-efficacy, as well as their ways of coping that uses when facing stressors, was investigated in 3 high schools during periodic medical checkup through a questionnaire. The questionnaire used contained the following components: social demographic indicators, age, duration as an employee in the unit, gender, type of residence, level of education. Perceived self-efficacy scale, which is a global construct meaning a good sense of personal competence and which is a result of and a continuous source of motivation and accomplishment for workers. Oldenburg Burnout Inventory scores emotional exhaustion and disengagement as being the 2 components of burnout. The questionnaire, adapted for different languages and cultures, can be obtained without a license, being a result of an international project. Brief Cope Questionnaire scores various ways of coping with stressor as follows: planning, active coping, use of emotional support, the use of instrumental support, positive reframing, humor, acceptance, religion, self-distraction, denial, substance using, venting, behavior disengagement, and self-blame. Automatic thoughts questionnaire measured depression associated with maladaptive cognition. Results. In all 3 schools, the majority of workers completed the questionnaire received. The distribution in all 3 schools shows an increased proportion of female workers compared to male workers. The vast majority of workers live in urban areas. Both age and duration as an employee in the school units show that school workers are adults with good work experience and a high level of education, average emotional exhaustion, and relatively low automatic thoughts scores. There are significant differences in some variables within the 3 schools. Automatic thoughts questionnaire has the highest value in school 2 and the lowest value in school 1. Both self-blame and burnout score have the highest values in school number 3 and the lowest value in school number 1. Both self-efficacy and level of studies have the highest values in school number 1 and the lowest value in school number 2. Denial score has the highest value in school 3 and the lowest value in school 2. Humor has the highest value in school 1 and the lowest value in school number 3. There are numerous correlations between the tracked variables, of which a few will be mentioned. Like automatic thoughts score correlates in all 3 school units negatively with self-efficacy and furthermore positively with burnout and with self-blame. Burnout correlates in all 3 school units negatively with self-efficacy and simultaneously positively with behavior disengagement and with self-blame. The use of emotional support correlates positively with the use of instrumental support, like conclusions. The importance of images and verbalization that occur spontaneously in everyday life, their association with burnout symptoms and self-blame, as well as their particular association of coping style resulting from the present research, are aspects that show the importance of addressing automatic thoughts through cognitive behavior therapy for employees in education. It should be noted that behavioral disengagement is both a component manifestation of burnout and a way of coping, which explains their associations in all 3 schools. Also, self-blame represents both a manifestation, a consequence of automatic thoughts, and emotional exhaustion, being at the same time of reacting that leads to maintaining and even amplifying them. Both the ways of coping through active coping, planning, and with positive reframing, and those of active coping and self-distraction are associated with each other's. These do not seem to be associated with maladaptive cognitive behavioral tendencies. In light of these results, cognitive behavioral therapy should target self-blame and disengagement as the main maladaptive mechanism in mutual interconditioning with automatic thoughts and emotional exhaustion.